Hi, I'm Kevin Falvey, Editor-in-Chief of Boating Magazine, here at the 2022 Miami International Boat Show. And I'm with Matt Cappiello, Business Manager for MarineMax, Pompano Beach and Palm Beach stores. Matt, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Kevin.
Matt, people buy a boat, there's a long process of selection and so forth, and then it comes down to the point where they've got to actually buy it and take delivery. That's where you come in, huh?
Absolutely. First thing I'm going to do is normally the sales team member will give us a little bit of a summary on where they're at with the customer so that they can help me understand, what they've accomplished, get to know the customer a little bit. And my job at that point is to make a seamless experience for our customers where, we're going to take understanding of how they're going to take ownership of the vessel. So we have some customers that will take ownership in their individual name.
Okay.
Some customers will have another family member involved. Some will do an entity or a trust as well. And once we understand the needs of that particular customer, then we'll go ahead and help them with the documentation and the registration. In the state of Florida,
Right.
They have the option. We can title the vessel or we can U.S. Coast Guard document the vessel.
Right.
And then at that point, we're going to talk about how they want to pay for the vessel.
Okay.
A lot of our customers right now are choosing the finance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the rates are still very, very low. With someone like me, the customer doesn't have to go to 3 or 4 different places to purchase their vessel. I'll help them with underwriting, so I'll get all their financials. We'll go through their financial picture. And then my job is to work with the portfolio of lenders that MarineMax has, which is pretty expansive. As you can imagine, MarineMax is the largest retailer. We've got access to all the top lenders. If they want to move forward with a cash transaction, they're certainly welcome. And then once we have a conversation and let that customer know how easy it is to obtain marine lending with the business office and that the rates are fixed, no prepayment penalty, no closing costs, a lot of customers decide that that is the best route for them, and we handle it all for them.
Matt, what about insurance? I'm sure that's on the mind of many customers too as they take delivery.
Absolutely, Kevin. That's a great question. It's like an insurance broker that has access to multiple carriers. So just like with the finance scenario where we want to make sure we identify the right lender for the customer, we do the same thing with insurance. So we'll ask questions like, what's your boating experience? How long have you had a boat? How long have you been an operator? Where are you going to keep the vessel? Are you a customer that has another residence outside of the state? All of these questions that the insurance company will ask them. We take that information from them so that we can go ahead and take care of that for them. So I'll take that information, I'll go to my counterparts and have them go ahead and shop the different insurance carriers. What they're gonna do, they're just gonna present to me the best quote that they have, and I'm gonna share it with the customer. Once the customer gives us the green light, then we'll go ahead and bind it for them. So we can take care of the lending and the insurance all in one place.
And you can advise too. It's not just here's the insurance, just different types of insurance, right?
Certainly. Yeah, we've got customers that have maybe umbrella policies or they're taking ownership under an entity and they have a lot of questions and it's important. So once we get that quote, we can review it with them, let them know the different liabilities and coverages that are part of that policy, answer any questions they have. And a lot of times customers will have an insurance agent of their own. They'll get a quote and then I'll sit down with them and we'll compare both of them and make sure.
Oh, so you could work with my agent if I had an agent that maybe I'm in business and I have an agent I do a lot of business with in other insurance areas, and you can collaborate with that person to help make it work too?
Certainly, and that happens a lot. Most of our customers have businesses and multiple homes and different assets, so they will have an insurance agent. That insurance agent's not always a specialist in marine insurance. So we go through the coverage that comes with the vessel.
Okay.
Depending on the vessel, there's different warranty terms from the manufacturers. We go through that information with the client, then we have more comprehensive options that we offer them as well. A lot of customers enjoy that because they might have a hull that has 5 years, a generator that has 2 years, an engine that has 3 years,
Right.
components that have 1 or 2 years.
And they're all from different vendors, right?
All from different places.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of options. Our primary one is Brunswick, product protection, and that will actually wrap the entire vessel. So engines, generator, components, all into one policy, and it'll extend it beyond the manufacturer. So we go through that. A lot of customers will take advantage of that.
That's great.
Then for cosmetic protection, being in Florida my whole life as a boater, the sun and the salt water are pretty tough on vessels.
Yes, they are.
So MarineMax has ceramic coating that a lot of our customers are excited to learn more about. So instead of having to wax the boat, 3 or 4 times a year, we'll put a ceramic coating on not only the hull, but the interior and the cushions as well. And that's another added value for our customers.
That's great stuff.
And lastly, a lot of our clients will ask us about planned maintenance. It's not an if scenario, it's when.
Okay,
You do have to do service on your engines. So we put together a program called planned maintenance. And basically for our Mercury propulsion, we'll have the first 3 years of maintenance covered and bundled together for them.
Nice.
Gives them a discount, guarantees the rate for 3 years. So when they have a service for their vessel, they literally just come in, drop off the keys, and we call them when it's ready to be picked up. Don't have to reach into their wallet or anything. It's all taken care of at closing in the business office for that client.
What about taking physical delivery of the boat? Can you tell us how you at MarineMax make it a special day?
Certainly. So once we move through that process in the business office, we'll go ahead and work with the service department and make sure we can come to a time where our customer, our salesperson, and our store captain can all be present to make sure that it goes off without a hitch.
Buying a boat is a very special day, and it sounds like at MarineMax you make that a very special experience.
We certainly do. We try our best to make sure that it's a seamless experience and we can handle everything for that client, from selecting a vessel to taking delivery, and then afterwards keeping them engaged by going on Getaways, MarineMax trips, branded trips like Boston Whaler. We want to make sure customers are using the boat. That's our big goal.
That's awesome. Matt Cappiello, Business Manager for MarineMax. Thank you for joining us. For Boating Magazine, I'm Kevin Falvey.